The Valerian Isles, jewels of the Ibero Sea. Long a center of naval commerce, the people here have struggled throughout history for dominion over these shores. Finally, there rose a man to put an end to this conflict, Ogre. History would know him as the Dynast King. Ogre took the disparate races of men calling the islands home and united them as one. He encouraged marriage between clans, forging bonds to strengthen his newborn kingdom. For fully half a century, the Dynast King reigned, and Valeria knew prosperity. But the embers of discord smoldered. Upon the death of the king, Abuna Branton Morn incited the ruling Buckram to declare the independence of their royal city of Hyde. Yet the schemings of the Abuna had only just begun. Backed by the Holy Lodician Empire to the north, Branton created the Buckram Valerian Kingdom, naming himself as regent. He would have seen his rule span the Isles were it not for Lancelot Tartaros, High Champion of the Dark Knights of Lodis. Lancelot warned against such reckless expansion, and reluctantly, Branton reined in his troops. This left two clans to vie for supremacy in the south, the Galgastani and the Wallister. 7 men in 10 were Galgastani, and on order of Hierophant Leandor Balbatos, the Galgastani declared blood war against the weaker Wallister in a move to claim the south as their own. Valeria watched as the wholesale slaughter of the Wallister race began. Duke Judah Ronway led the Wallister in resistance. They were far outmatched. In the span of half a year, they had been brought to their knees. Balbatos proclaimed the kingdom of Galgastan, and with it an official end to the blood war. But these things would bring no end to Wallister's suffering. A piecemeal resistance continued, yet with their duke in chains, efforts flagged. The remaining Wallister were confined to a small province allotted them by Balbatos and the Galgastani. There, the survivors resigned themselves to eke out such life as they could. Victory begets peace, and for once, the battlefields of Valeria stood silent. Yet none believed the calm would last. The Valerian Isles, jewels of the Ibero Sea. Long a center of naval commerce, the people here have...
Tactics Ogre. Abuna Maruva, there's something I've been meaning to ask you.
Yes, Denham?
At the Hagia Banamuba, Sherry mentioned something called the Apocrypha.
The Apocrypha. I can't say I'm familiar.
The Dark Knights are a formidable foe. We must gird ourselves well if we are to confront them. You know this, Abuna. With the Apocrypha grimoires in our possession, the odds shift in our favor. Please, Abuna, tell me where they can be found.
The Apocrypha are kept hidden for a reason. They contain a dreadful power, more than any man should wield. I know of one such man, King Roderick of Brigantes. In the final days of Dorgalawa's Great War, Roderick used the Apocrypha in a desperate attempt to change the tide of the battle. His foes were wiped from the face of the earth, and his own armies with them. None save the Invoker survived.
What?
This did not deter the king. He used the Apocrypha at every turn. You may not know it, but the Brigania Flats was once a lush and fertile highland. The Apocrypha transformed it into the desolate waste it is today. Not even the laws of nature can withstand their power. Yet in the end, it was the Apocrypha that brought down King Roderick. Even as he won the war, he lost the love of his people. After the war's end, King Dorgalawa ordered the Apocrypha sealed away. The danger in the Apocrypha is not the knowledge itself, you see, but rather how it is used. King Roderick was not up to the task. Do you think you will fare better?
I am not King Roderick. I would never use such power so capriciously.
If that is the way you will lead, I am obliged to follow. The 8 Apocrypha were secreted throughout the Isles. I know the location of but 6. These are enshrined in temples, and each commands one of the elements. Of the remaining 2, light and dark, I know nothing.
Temples? I had heard that the 6 great fortresses of Valeria were once temples, but I saw nothing at any of them that would house so great an artifact.
Of course not. I sealed them where unknowing eyes would not find them. To open the temple doors requires an oracle.
Who are these oracles?
The daughters of the Abuna who forged the seal.
Your daughters?
Bring one of them with you to each of the fortresses, and the way will open for you. Touched by the goddesses within the temple, they may be made a true oracle, though they will serve you well in battle regardless.
Listen well. This town is the last before they reach the royal city herself. Should they reach her, they will plunder her stores and slaughter our families. If you find yourself wavering in the coming battle, let thoughts of that rekindle your flame. rest comes at last. Ugh.